is what is worship music and what is praise music. Many times we fail to understand that these things are different. One, and then two, there is a way to define them. All right, how do you define worship music and how do you define praise music? Why are they different, and why is it that in church we have praise time and we have worship time? Why don't we just have one system of singing and that is all? Why don't we have only praise section, or just have only worship section? Why do we divide the both of them, right? And then we call it praise and worship. Have you ever thought about that before? Like, why is it that we are having, we just born into the world, we come to church, and then all we have is only praise and worship. Why do we have two of them? Why don't we just have one? Because if you look at it categorically, you are thinking that praise is fast, right? And worship is slow. But sometimes it's the same song we use in praise that we use in worship. Do you get what I'm saying now? So why? Let's think as ministers now. Why must it be that way? Why will I be singing, Jehovah, you are the most high, Jehovah, you are the most high God, in worship, and then in praise, and I go, Jehovah, you are the most high, Jehovah, you are the most high God? Why do we now think it's praise and then worship if the songs are the same? You get what I'm saying now? So it's really important we get the context behind worship music and praise music. If you understand these two things, you are then able to know how to choose the songs you choose, how to coin your voice when you sing, and how to prepare for whichever one you want to lead. Now, first of all, let me help you guys unlearn a few things. Many things we do in church, we saw our elders do them. We saw our predecessors do them, right? So we copied them without asking questions, right? This class is supposed to help you ask the right questions, because your intelligence stems from what you ask and you're curious about. So you get to know those things because you are interested in them, and then you were taught, or you now understood it better. But if you don't ask the right questions, you will never know. So most times you come to a church and then you see your predecessors leading praise in a certain way, and so you are forced to lead praise in the exact same way they lead praise. The question is, why? Is that the general system of leading praise in the whole global church? Why is it that in America there is no praise and worship? There's only worship music. Like the white churches, they don't do praise and worship. The white churches do only worship music. Whether it is fast or it is slow, it is considered worship music. You get what I'm saying now? So asking the right questions will give you that. So you have to unlearn a few things you've learned before from your church. You have to also unlearn some things you actually have seen people do that you probably thought is the way it is being done, so that you are able to function properly as a praise and worship. So what is worship music? Now, worship music was coined out of the act of worship. So which simply means that worship music is not even a church word. Am I clear? It's not a church word. It has absolutely nothing to do with church. But it has absolutely everything to do with God or idols. You get what I'm saying now? So that means church music was coined out of worship practice. It simply means that every practice in worship, whether you are worshiping the Hindu god or whatever kind of god you are worshiping, there are worship songs that are written for them in order to make them feel reverenced, adored, all right, and served, because they are what? They are deity. They are considered higher than us, all right? So for that reason, we create songs to adore them, to express ourselves to them. So that means an Igbo man in his shrine who is doing some singing to a particular deity actually is singing a worship song. You get what I'm saying now? So it's not only Christians that sing worship songs. Let that be established, because if you understand that, it also helps you to know if you are supposed to sing uh,